want to sit down for this.
You know, it is.
It's the episode where we lose our corporate sponsors, guys.
Yeah, the ones that, you know. But I want to start. I want to start.
Yeah.
I'm going to start like this. Today's what? Thursday?
To get that disrespect.
We don't usually
Yeah.
Why you wait up this? Oh yeah, you're loud.
MVP and feeling like SGA. Don't want no beef with me, better call FDA. With my YNs and my young boys NBA. Blacking these niggas and blacking these bitches like they can be. Get my MVP and feeling like SGA. Don't want no beef with me, better call FDA. With my YNs and my young boys NBA. Blacking these niggas and blacking these bitches and give it to Shay. Fuck with me, got lots to say. Many times we fall, but we get back up every day. They can't hide the hate, we see that shit is on display. LEDs is shining, pour that stats up in their face. Triple doubles and we hunting easy prey. And you know we got the juice way more than Minute Maid. Only time we stepping back is when we shoot the trade. Only time we stop is when we finish in the and one bitch you hear that switch, you see the risk is crazy. Stocks is rising, we keep grinding, now they gotta pay me. Make sure that my contract big, I'ma need all of them zeros. Act like Robert, but I'ma need my De Niro's. Give me the line, give me the rock, I'll be the hero. Niggas be talking a whole lot of dumb shit, don't be a Nico. Luca, how I feel like the stats they shade, nigga, I'm a Chico. I was gonna shoot, even when we miss, reload. Get my MVP and feeling like SGA. Don't want no beef with me, better call FDA. With my YNs and my young boys NBA. Blacking these niggas and blacking these bitches like they can be. Get my MVP and feeling like SGA. Don't want no beef with me, better call FDA. With my YNs and my young boys NBA. Blacking these niggas and blacking these bitches and give it to shit.
just wanted to start that way. Oh, you thought I was gonna play more?
No.
No, I just wanted to.
I said, I had no idea.
Yeah, no, that's a joint, and I know you didn't ask, but they asked. Well, they always say that we don't do enough of our
own stuff,
of our own material. But yeah, that joint is dropping. It's out now, actually.
Yeah, wait, because it was.
It's out. It's
already out.
It's out.
It's been out for.
Sounds like somebody's working on a new project.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get into
100%.
Great.
I mean, if it was out, then it could actually been
100%
streamed.
I'm working on it.
Who are you gonna work with on that one?
I mean, wherever the wind takes us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the win, wherever the win.
Or it's still in process. It's all in process.
The music is going to decide it. It appears.
100%.
Yeah.
100% the music.
How do you decide who to bring on to something like
that? Just energy.
Yeah.
Context, production, mood.
Yeah.
Sometimes I consult with my friend Stan. And
so hard to know who to collaborate with on something that's.
Oh no, it's never hard.
No.
Pause.
No.
Yeah, because
yeah. But it's an ongoing thing. So
happy. It seems like all the appropriate slots have been filled.
Slots.
How did you get that from?
That was such a rush to conclusions.
Sounds great, by the way.
Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, you think so?
I do actually.
I did want to I did want to get a live reaction because I like no context.
I like music like that.
Oh,
where it just. Oh, you mean like the stylistic, or you mean like when you just play it without context? Like, what do you mean?
Stylistically.
Oh, okay.
Not that I don't enjoy music just being played for me as well.
No, I know, because it's weird sometimes.
You guys have been a stickler for details recently.
In what way do you mean?
So many.
In so many ways. There's so many different ways to approach a situation like this, reaching a number of 100. First of all, the pod being thing sent me a thing saying that we were already at 100. I'm like, 2 weeks ago, I'm like, that doesn't even make any sense. But then I looked and I remember that episode when we did the 50.1, 50.2 or whatever, like at the 50. Remember we split it or something like that. 50, like I know so many things have happened.
Sure.
Since
Yeah,
then.
I remember.
But it was like
I think my aunt was here.
maybe
No, I'm bugging you. No, but I do remember.
yeah, and
Your
so
aunt was here when we recorded before.
Yeah.
Your aunt?
yep, that's her. That's your aunt. I mean, you're talking about. Wait, oh, you mean like your aunt was physically recording?
She was on our show. with
Yeah,
us, guys.
that's
so that's the one.
I thought that was your cousin.
Oh, I thought you meant they were just around.
No.
I thought it was your cousin.
Mm-mm.
I thought it was your cousin too.
Okay,
No, it's my auntie.
it's good. Well, I mean, our people, we don't look
So that's your
Age.
She's your auntie,
age appropriate. Like
not your cousin.
She's probably
She's not your cousin.
younger than you think, though, considering I've used the word aunt.
yeah, I know.
yeah,
because
but people,
we're,
look at your Niley and look at your. Come on, man. You know that.
yeah, I know that.
I just thought it was your cousin. That's all.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not
Yeah,
about-
yeah,
I
yeah.
just thought it was your cousin.
When someone is around your age in terms of like context and stuff, you
Yeah, no, I got it.
But anyway, to like there were so many different ways because to approach a situation where you complete 100 of anything. And I was thinking about it, overthought it.
They haven't put out the tapes of Wilt in the 100 point game either.
Well, with AI, I'm sure they're gonna find a way to rebuild it. But I mean, doing a round number and such a volume of something might not feel like a feat, But I think when you consider, how we started this and the different obstacles, if you will, that have presented itself, it is a feat to reach 100 because, to be honest with you, a lot of people don't finish 100 of anything. 100 push-ups. I can't do 100 push-ups in a row. 100 is a number that a lot of people conk out before because of the pressure, because of the difficulty, because of not seeing the results, not seeing the the things and the markers of where you feel like you're going in the right direction. And for whatever reason, we've managed to, crawl there, figuring out things that work, figuring out things that didn't work, trying different things, trying different methods. But for whatever reason, for better or worse, we are here. Like we've made it to 100 of whatever this is. The concept of sitting down for this and, talking for an hour and 30 minutes. Maybe it wasn't bi-weekly always, but then it eventually got that way. We've had breaks, we've had, different things. What does it mean to each of you to complete something like this? No matter what you feel about how it's going, but just the concept of, doing 100 of something.
I hate Trivelle. Go ahead.
No, you go.
No, you go. You've been shaking your head back and forth too many times. You go.
I'm happy.
Okay. That can't be all.
No, I mean, but okay.
No,
So,
really.
You said
you have
wrap
more?
it in one word? Oh,
no,
sure.
I didn't say one word.
Oh.
But if he's saying one word, you can't
No, I'm
be mad
happy.
at his.
I didn't think we wouldn't do it.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't think we wouldn't do it. It's like I remember Larry Bird. I'm gonna give my deep reference here. Larry Bird talked about losing the college national championship to Magic Johnson,
Yeah.
and he says you go into a game undefeated because they were undefeated in that college season before losing to Magic Johnson's Michigan State Spartans. And I think he was an Indiana State Hoosier, or no, whatever. But you go into a game you expect to win. So you start something, you expect to see it through to its natural conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe my biggest takeaway is the different, the different ways you get to 100. So like the first couple episodes being shot somewhere, then there's a chunk that's shot somewhere else. There's another chunk that's shot somewhere else. There's another chunk that's shot somewhere else. And then there's another chunk that's shot somewhere else. So you just think about all the ways to get to 100, which is I think just a euphemism for life. That you can be committed to just getting somewhere, how you get there, and what it looks like, and you might have a whole bunch of assumptions of what that's going to be. But the journey itself is probably what I pull from when I think about it.
Yeah, that's a good take.
I have to bob in my head now. I don't know why this triggered.
Okay, Ray Charles does that, right? Or who is it?
Many people. Diddy apparently was doing that in the gallery during the trial. But OShauN, you had something that you wanted to say anything about that?
No, I mean, same thing as what the lovely Trivelle has said. I just like anything that I decide to do. I don't, no matter how difficult it is, or no matter how stressful it is, no matter how taxing it could be, no matter how elusive some of the goals may feel in terms of timeline of where you're looking for stuff, but I enjoy doing this. So as long as the guys around me enjoy doing it, it's always a good thing. But if I put myself into the position of wanting to do something, I'm gonna see it to the end no matter what. So 100 is, I was already good with that. Like, yeah, we're gonna do 100, we're gonna do 200, we're gonna do 300. Until it's done. You know what I mean? So
oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's good. That's because I was gonna ask you guys, do you guys enjoy doing this? Like, I know you guys enjoy it in terms of like, in the way, like, you're not gonna do something, like, you would never forcefully put yourself in a situation to do something you don't enjoy, especially when it's completely voluntary. But that was my question, if you both would consider that you enjoy
oh well, yeah,
doing this.
I enjoy having, it's almost like, because to me, obviously this is different than music, you know what I mean? I think I enjoy having the opportunity to share thoughts in real time and argue and debate with fellow gentlemen, black men especially too, because of the things that we can relate to and we can react to in terms of what's happening in outside and what's happening in our own lives. So to have somewhere to do that, I enjoy that exercise or that practice. You know what I mean? And it's just good to shoot this shit. And plus, you know, I don't see this nigga. So, I mean, get to see this, get a scheduled sit down with my friend, and get to see you in a very, how do you say it, very pristine, very authoritative way, where it's like, hey, you were the, whoa, what was that?
His speaker turned on.
Oh, you're the, you know, you're the head of the ship. So, you know what I mean? I defer when I need to defer and pick up the ball when I need to pick up the ball and shoot.
Trivelle, would you say you enjoy doing this?
Yeah, I like it. I like it so much. I host it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like it.
No, I know, but you know that there's different levels of like, and that's what, so I understand
the last episode, right? So, crush, likes.
Yeah.
You know,
no, I think like dispassionately speaking, I think that, you know, you never know what's going to happen, and there's this old analogy or analog from the advent of television that said, you know, since the creation of television, anybody who ever wants to run for public office would not be able to do so without having some prior point of fame. And that was about political office, but I think it becomes true of anything that you want to do in the public eye. Obviously, in front of me, I have two artists, and the contributing to sort of the free form informational space. I don't just consider us a podcast, because I think that niches things, but the free form space, the clips that we're able to take from our conversations, I think touch on so many different verticals. And I just have a personal belief, not even just from an enjoyment perspective, I honestly have a personal belief from a business perspective that the conversations that we have will have a part to play in the marketplace. Mm-hmm. Thus, I see it as a worthwhile investment to continue to try to enter into that and and garner some favor. So, and I maybe what I enjoy is the process of trying to achieve that greater vision.
I see. Yeah, no, I definitely see what you're saying. I've listened to a couple of people in the space speak about the concept of podcasting, and especially in a market that is so volatile, and especially there's different types of podcasting. There is, of course, the personalities who had a voice through prior means and who find themselves in a network or at the behest of a company who give them some kind of financial payment to podcast, and so their perspective is very different when compared to somebody or people who are building from essentially from nothing. And there's an understanding, the people who are being paid by this large company and things like that, there's a certain care or not care that they have versus those who are building it because they actually like it. And just like with anything artistically, people and like the human spirit can tell when something is contrived when you're doing it strictly because you are trying to reach a dollar value of monetary state versus trying to do it because you love it. Because the irony is, and maybe obviously we can't say that today, but when people really feel like you're doing it because you love doing it, everything is gonna come. And I know it's weird. It's weird to say, but it's
I have a different relationship with that. I understand.
Okay.
Like I understand.
No, go ahead.
I understand the opposite.
Go ahead.
I have a different relationship. I used to love music. Nobody came. I think
you didn't do it long enough.
That's a beautiful analogy. I'm happy when people say these things.
But you didn't do it. I don't
want to poo-poo on your point. I'm a big believer, and if you never quit, you can't lose. I'm a big believer in that.
You can defecate on it if you will.
Just loving it's not enough. There's a commitment to consistency. There's a commitment to a wider range of topics that we try and do. There's a commitment to the socials. There's a commitment to the speed with which you turn around the edits. And these are not things of love. These are things of studiousness and commitment. We're going to have different conversations about how to adjust our clips. There was a time when we used to do them twice a week. Now we're trying to do one every day. These are the things that I look at and think, you know what, this is the evolution. The sitting down and talking is not the hard part. Loving hanging out with you guys is not the hard part. The studiousness of it is what will lead to success. Many people love many things and don't studiously handle them.
I disagree. Because I disagree.
Do you know any unstudious successful people?
No, you're not hearing what you don't hear what I'm disagreeing on.
Yeah, sorry, which part?
I'm disagreeing on the concept of all those ancillary things that you described not being attributed to loving to doing something. Because the loving to doing those things is what's going to pull you through continuing to do it when you absolutely do not want to do it. And only if you love it at its core will you be like, there's 100 hours I need to go through. There's all this editing. There's all these different promotions, all these different things I have to do. But at the core of it, if you don't actually like what you're talking about, you're not going to find any added motivation to actually see it through and put it into motion. It's the love of it, because if you're not seeing anything else from it, what else is driving you from doing it? Just the concept of sticking to a regimen. You can stick to a regimen of bullshit. That doesn't mean anything's going to come of it. You can motivate yourself and schedule yourself to do something because just for the sake of not giving up, not because you care about doing it.
Schedule and regimen will produce more results than love.
You need to love.
Real world.
I'm talking about podcasting though.
Yeah, but the podcasting exists in the real world. Having a schedule and a regimen will produce more results than love.
Then why are there so many podcasts?
How does the military work?
Why are so many podcasts?
How does the military work?
Why are so many podcasts?
Does everybody love the mission?
Why are so many podcasts? Why are so many podcasts failing then with all the regimen and all the
they weren't willing
budget?
To put their own money behind it.
No,
that's not why.
No, because they're not connecting.
I thought it's because the money ran out.
They're not connecting with the audience.
That's what I thought all the rebrands were.
They're not connecting with the audience, and they're not connecting with the audience, and they're not providing something. They're not providing.
But these are euphemisms that
They're not providing a unique enough perspective in the marketplace and creating a place where they can actually thrive and say what they want to say.
I don't know that.
There's a lot of podcasts.
There's a lot of unique things that do not have the appropriate studious business underlying discipline to allow their uniqueness to see the marketplace.
You need that to start a podcast that actually makes sense and is worth investing in.
They sell crap all the time. Why? Because the business is right. You know how much good stuff doesn't see the light of day? Because the business is wrong. The business is primary. Now, I appreciate that we're having a conversation and that you are looking at it from an artistic perspective and we're having an artistic perspective, but business is paramount.
I've seen many podcasts fail.
With bad business?
With all the budget in the world because no one gave a fuck about what they were saying.
Tell me one.
The Bigger Picture.
Failed or rebrand.
And also
failed to rebrand.
On one day rebrand, I guess we'll revisit and have this conversation because I haven't seen it.
We'll talk about it then, Baba.
But I've seen
because that seemed to me like the corporate sponsors who were behind this are electing to adjust because they overvalued it because we became prominent at the time of the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef, and we're reassessing our balance sheet.
But to be fair,
that's what makes sense to me.
But to be
these
fair,
are businesses, boys.
But no. But to be fair,
these aren't passion projects anymore.
No, but to be fair,
they need to make money.
To be fair.
It's a luxury to run something at a loss.
To be fair,
yeah,
there are people who got into the podcast game, just like there's people who got into the music game.
Yep.
Just to make money. That was their reason. Not because they love music or they can rap or sing. Not because they enjoy the idea and the structure of having a podcast and having a discussion. Their first reason of doing it is like, yo, let's make money. Let's do a podcast. Let's make money. Let me rap. So those people are different from the other people who are getting into something that they have a passion and love for with hopes to make money through the process of doing it. And a lot of the people who went in for money and found out that a lot of these corporate sponsors do not have the money to give them anymore for stuff like that, off of not generating real fans and real interaction and real conversations that now have. That's why a lot of podcasts are now dropping, because like, wait, there's quote unquote no money in podcasts anymore. The well has ran dry, because before, when podcast was a hot thing, left, right, and center people were getting the bag to start a podcast.
Yeah, this reminds me again. To me, maybe I just look at this from a more cynical perspective. There's not no money in anything. There's money in everything, right?
I know. Yeah,
the problem is that I don't disagree. There are people who are probably getting easier money. It's like people who get startups, right? I was in a startup one time. We did not get any venture, any incubator fund. We didn't get no $10 million parachute payment, $1 million. We had to go out there, bootstrap everything. I had to bootstrap my music career when I was doing it. I'm sure you've had to bootstrap your music career. There's not no money in these things. What people say when they say there's no money, there's not enough for what I'm doing it. And I agree, this is where you're talking about the love. Is there enough in you to be motivated to do it regardless of what the balance sheet says? But across the board, everything has to eventually turn a profit or it ceases to exist. No matter how much you love it. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. That's an undeniable fact. You sound like I'm from Liverpool. That's a fact.
But if there's someone that paints for 30 years, never turns a profit for their paint.
They have a day job.
But they're still doing the things because they have
they're
the love
doing the thing because the job pays them enough to spend the hours.
But they love.
Evening.
But I don't. Now you're creating a more detailed background to the life. I'm just saying, somebody who says I love painting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep painting. I want to sell my paints.
True.
But the money's not the reason why I'm going to stop painting because I'm not making enough money, compared to the other people who say no matter how many paints I sell, I'm going to keep doing it.
I used to run that sort of local music circuit, working class music, not even working class, because you're kind of under the poverty line with some of the musicians who say they love it, swear they loved it, swear up and down they loved it. Oh my God, I can't believe. I also lived in an era of time where I remember one of those guys got caught like trying to run cocaine into Australia or something like that, got gypsed up, and he said he was doing it for the love of the music.
Yeah.
My interesting theory is this. For everybody who says they love the music, if I went to each and every single one of them, the majority of them, so I'll give you $150,000 every year, but you could never do music again. I think more than 90% of these people that you think love it would take that deal.
But
because a lot of people are,
I would say,
yeah, go ahead,
they don't love it. That's what I would say. My personal opinion. That's what I
I'll
would
find
say.
something else to love.
Yeah, they'll find something else to love because they didn't love that one enough. We could. There's.
There's no way you can't
if
be.
you
You can't be this narrow-minded as an adult.
bro. I'm telling you.
You can't afford this. You can't afford the
But
luxury
so now
of being as narrow-minded.
you're saying two different things now.
I think at some point you get to a point where you're like, man, I gotta pay these bills.
I know. So
Regardless of what you love.
So is it regardless what you love or you didn't love it enough?
We've had this conversation before.
I know.
I feel myself giving
No, you
replies that I feel
you did because you
that
said
feel
because
embedded in my soul.
we discussed
I
it
do
when we
not
said
judge the
yo
love of
you
someone who
don't
lets the
love
pressure
you didn't
of
love
life-
something enough as to why you stopped. Is why we said that.
This is a luxury you have because you're still making music. You're speaking from a point of privilege that the rest of the world can't identify with.
Well,
You know how hard it is.
They
for people
could.
to- You know how hard
They
it would
could.
be.
You
You know
could
how
keep doing
you know how hard it is. It's difficult. It's not easy. Think of this. I know some of the personal sacrifices you make.
Mhm.
These are very unique sacrifices.
I'm not saying that. Wait, I think love is unique.
I would not say that someone who was not able or willing to make the sacrifices that you've made doesn't love anything. Or doesn't
That's
love.
not what I'm not
Doesn't-
saying.
didn't
Either.
love-
But somebody could
didn't love it
you,
primarily.
you
That's
can
not what I
love.
would say. I think that would
you
be
you can love. But
incredibly
Trivelle,
short-sighted.
you
You gotta
can.
be fair.
But no, we're not gonna. Love is not just one level. You can love someone and someone else.
You're making it one level. When you say that they didn't love it enough if they walk away from it to pay the bills.
But
take care of
somebody
their
else
family.
can love it more than they loved it themselves too. You
So
can
now
love
you're saying-
somebody.
so now you're saying love is
you
something that can be measured.
You can love somebody and they can love you more than you love them. So therefore,
Do you believe that?
Yeah, 100%.
You think you can measure love?
You can hear what I just said. I don't know how you can. I
Because
think
if you love me more than I love you, isn't that you're not measuring it? You're not.
there's
putting a level of importance on your sexual partner?
I want to say there's a A to Z perfect book that I can look and say, yeah, these are exact reasons. But yeah, I can put certain situations and circumstances into my mind and go, yeah, I think I love you more than you love me, and then I'll point at these
do this.
things,
You
and
do
I'll
this?
point at these things.
That
Yeah.
you can love. You
You can love something. You can measure love.
I believe so. Yeah. I believe there's ways to measure it. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
You'd have to establish what the measurement will be and how you.
That's why you would compare things. Then you realize, oh yeah, this compare for at least for human to human nature.
Usually
human,
in poetry,
human-
they say "I love you" like, and then they'll use an example to describe it to something else because love is.
That's a limit. That's a limit of linguistics, not feeling.
Mhm.
If I only know to compare you to what I can perceive, that doesn't mean I don't love you as much as the other person who can perceive more things. But again, I take your point. I didn't.
But you can make up reasons. We can just put a list of reasons why somebody can say, I think I love you more than you love me. If somebody says, yo,
I've heard that many times. I don't believe that. I don't think you can measure love. Love is either there or it's not.
No, I don't think so.
Well then,
No, that's where
I think both things are right. I think it's there.
It's
and it's
either
not,
there
and it's
or
also,
it's not.
and it's also the
It's
measurement
there or
of
it's
it.
not. People do.
It's either there or
people,
it's not.
People sacrifice to others more than others, and then we'll say like, oh, it's the same thing
you
because
might
it's
be
love
more.
or
You
not.
might be more courteous. You might have more emotional
then-
tools to understand the nature
Okay,
of
well
sacrifice.
then your love
But
is
it
more
not-
developed than that other person's love.
development is not a measure of.
Well,
degree
I would
or
just.
intensity.
Well, I'm just throwing that out there as there's got to be levels. There's levels to everything. Love is not going to be the one thing that there's no levels to. Sorry, I'm not with that. Everything has levels.
Again, I'm not talking biblically of God's love, Eros love.
No,
I'm not
God said unconditional. I'm talking about everybody else.
Yeah.
Everything else is there's levels to. There's levels to this. There's levels to that. Levels to your relationship with somebody. Levels to how you feel about somebody. Levels to the work you put in. Levels to podcasts. Levels to music. Levels to your work ethic. There's levels to everything. Love is not going to be the one thing that we say you either have love or you don't. No, that's not. No, I'm not with that.
What about talent?
That what you talent? You have talent or you don't have talent?
Mhm.
Just as talent in what though?
Anything.
Just generally,
You can
What
develop-
about talent.
Talent.
You can develop talent, I think,
Of course, you can develop talent.
and you can have zero talent, but have the
Okay.
love enough.
Of course,
for it
there's
and the
people who
work
don't
ethic
have much
to-
talent or zero. You could say much talent or zero or a low percentage of talent,
Mhm.
and are more successful than people that have unbelievable talent. And why is that? Because of all the other things that are around it that make them get that.
You can have
Their
lo-
love for the thing.
Yeah, you can have love for some. You can have.
There's fucking people that are super talented and they don't have love for the thing, yo. They don't have love for it. They're banking on the talent. They're banking on the talent and the circumstances around them as to why they should be where they are. And the other people who have the passion and of course the organization and the consistency and the persistence to continue what they're doing, but with less talent, get further than others. It happens. So I mean, what do we say?
Talent is something that I think can be cultivated and something that can be built upon. And also, there's people who you could argue don't have talent, but the thing is, you're viewing that from a position of trying to dissect what that talent is. And even though you might not think that person has talent, but through the other ancillary things that they do, you could argue that there is a talent there. Like there's people who have the love for something and not necessarily the talent, but the love for it and the tenacity and all the other things around it is enough for them to get far. Like I was watching the Diddy documentary.
I agree with you guys, by the way. Now that I've thought about it, you can measure talent.
Go ahead. Explain in what way.
Core
You
memories
have a
only.
point, because there are some people who feel more talented than others. So talent was a bad example. Like Jamie Foxx is the most talented man in Hollywood, or had been for many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
Nobody could tell me that like
Because what are they going to argue against that?
Austin Butler's as talented as Jamie Foxx. Like nobody could tell me that. Timothy Chalamet is as talented as, like nobody. I would not allow these words to be spoken. So I understand what you're saying.
Chris Brown, another one.
Chris Brown's one of the most talented people on the planet. You know? So yeah, you guys are right. Talent was the wrong example. You were mentioning something about the Diddy Doc.
Oh, that's where you guys going.
No, not really, because I don't like discussing things that not.
I don't know why you
Let's
didn't
talk
watch
about
it.
it, man. Who cares?
I just don't know why you
I'm
didn't
gonna watch
it.
it. I've heard a lot of conversations
You're in
already
hip-hop.
about it. Hey, yo, hip hop started out in the heart. Who cares, man? Fuck.
Well, okay. What was your general?
You don't have to get to like the
I'll talk around it
secret. Yeah, you don't have to get to the.
I like that. One, I thought it was a joke. When I saw 50 advertising it, when 50 talked about it last year, I'm like, oh, this is a troll. Then when I think it was like a week
You
before it
thought
came
so?
out, I saw the the Netflix is like, they're reckoning. I said, this guy's for real. Then I saw the Good Morning America or the NBC interview. I'm like,
I saw that.
this is insane. I was interested to see, okay, what is 50 going to do? Is he going to focus on Cassie? Is it going to be a takedown? But it is what it is. It is Sean Combs, The Reckoning. It is an appropriate run of this guy entered public life at this time. This is the last thing that happened with him in public life.
This time.
I do not have the evidence to say what happened with this whole Cassie thing that's been adjudicated, but let me just give you some greater context as to who this man has been
This whole time.
over the decades.
Or how he got to those things.
You get to the final episode, and 50 has done a good job of convincing you that Diddy's a terrible person.
So I can ask you guys. So if you weren't sure Diddy was a terrible person,
Mm-hmm.
you were on the fence with Diddy,
Mm-hmm.
or you liked Diddy,
Mhm.
you watched that.
Mhm.
That's enough to be like, yeah, I'm 100%. I'm off him.
I don't know about off him because his music is still his music. It depends, where you are with that. But
If say he's some of your favorite music, would that make you not want to listen to his music anymore?
the general character of the man has been successfully damaged, in my opinion.
With this,
Yeah.
not the court cases, not the video with cat. Not this one is this is the between the legs Vince Carter at the All-Star game.
And the reason
Like,
why I'll
this
say that is
it?
because Diddy's court cases exist in this 2020 milieu where people don't believe truth. They believe in conspiracies. It's a takedown. Powers that be are doing this.
Right.
That is the backdrop of most people who face anything in today's society.
Mhm.
There was no conspiracy for him to oversell a party that resulted in college kids getting killed. There was no conspiracy. Do I think, okay, for example, they have this moment where they talk about Diddy and the Pac. Do I think Diddy actually paid those Crips to kill Pac? No, I think that Pac got into a fight. For people who know the story, he got into a fight, and Crips did what Crips will do. You fought me, I'm gonna find you because you beat up my mans. I dare anybody, look at the footage of Pac and his boys putting the beats on that boy.
Yeah, they put the beats.
He 100% went back to his boys, got strapped up, and went to go find him. Now, after it was done, and you hear word, hey, yo, Diddy had a hit on this dude. Do I think that those same Crips with that same mentality are going to circle back and say, yo, we the ones who did it, are you going to pay up?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. It's like, there's a reward for this person. Did I necessarily get this person for the reward? No, I wanted to get this person. But now there's a reward, so I want to come talk to you. I think that is probably what's more plausible.
Okay.
But it does tell me something that I do believe Diddy had a price on his head.
Okay.
Do I think that he successfully enacted the team? No, I think that, and they circled back, and that's probably why all the money wasn't paid.
Right. Makes sense.
But
I can see that point of view.
that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
Do I believe there's a earlier woman where they say that Diddy had this lady that was in a music video and he assaulted her, and had it on video at a party, and he would just play it at parties. Bro, I believe that.
And people are at the party just watching this
Watch a man
and
dig
party,
out a shorty.
that's being assaulted.
I say it, yeah. And I believe that.
We gotta. But so how can we judge the people that went to the parties that watched that and still carried on with their drinks?
We can,
Like,
but
I don't
but
understand
also-
that part. That part I can't.
Still carried on with their.
Yeah, that part I can't.
No, okay,
how
I
is he
do.
a monster only? And these people, if I'm at a party and you put like, oh, let's see that screen right there.
I do.
I'm
but
not just chilling.
the prop. Okay, so here's my thing.
Unless
This
I
is what
don't
I'm
think it's
saying. I've
real.
probably been in LA way too much.
Oh.
I've been to a party where people were having
Okay.
like an intimate moment,
Yeah. In front physically.
like publicly.
Yeah, but
Like it was part of, like you could see them.
but you're talking about a tape.
My mind didn't think, I wonder if this woman's being, I just assume, like, you know, because in the flow and you just assume there's no way, like you're shocked.
Yeah, but
There's no way this is an assault.
That's not the same.
They're doing it.
That's not the
here.
same as. That's not the same as something on the TV screen.
Yeah, because I think that he shot this with him and a girl that he's piping down, and he's just trying to show that he's piping down.
So the
That
the
he
video
just at the party. You've been
Does
into a
the
party
video
before
show-
where they just have videos on the walls.
yeah
and
things going on. But does
it
the
could be a
video?
dude just, you know.
So does the video show? Does it look like? Or does it? You know what I mean? That's what. That's
obviously.
okay. Well, are they saying it looks like that, or she's just saying that that's what was happening to me, and no one would know that?
Yeah, she's saying that. Yeah.
Oh, because that's what I'm saying. Because I'm saying
And
if
Diddy also came out and said he never did that. So
Yeah.
here's my question. When she comes to Diddy, apparently she said she came to Diddy and the
Yeah.
question was, "Yo, did you assault me?" And Diddy
Yeah.
said, "I never assaulted you."
she asked him.
There's a moment where they said, "Have you ever seen him again?" She goes, "Yeah."
Okay.
There's one time I saw him like on the block. You know, it's New York, right?
Mhm.
And he said, "I swear I never did that to you."
Yeah.
What the doc didn't do a good job of, or maybe I'm not remembering, is if his position was that the sex they had was consensual. Because I don't know how people are talking about this video. Because the mom wrote a letter. So there's a woman who said she was assaulted by Diddy.
Yeah.
The mom writes a letter to Diddy's parents saying,
Your son
I'm
did
very
this
disturbed because your son assaulted my daughter, and I'm hearing that he is playing this
at parties. and
at
stuff.
parties.
Yeah.
The proof of that video, to me, like that letter is too specific. I think the
It's
video
fair.
exists. So if the video exists, I don't understand how Diddy says I didn't assault you. Diddy must be saying we consensually did that. You knew.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could assume.
Mhm.
I didn't force myself on you. That's the only thing I could assume. But do I believe that Diddy, he's been rich since the 90s, and it's not even just since the 90s. Diddy got rich at like 21 years of age.
Mhm.
A young man, hyper testosterone in the industry he was in New York at that time,
Yeah.
right after the raging 80s of money, limousines, Wall Street, the cocaine epidemic. Do I believe that young man was getting down with ladies and putting it on video, and then to show he was a big man, putting that video on at his parties to be like, yeah, look at me, I'm that dude, I get your girl. Yeah, I do believe that. And do I believe that woman allowed herself to be recorded and expecting it to be on videos at a party? No, I don't. So I do believe the merits of her assault. Whether it was consensual in the moment or not, I do not believe she consented to her video.
Yeah, that
being
part.
reflected.
Yeah, that
Thus,
part. Yeah,
That
which
it
is
pierced
my
the veil for me. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying it would be different seeing that in front of me and on the tape. Because if I'm seeing these two people, I would way more assume that they're doing consensual than somebody on the TV. Because I'm like, okay,
Why would you record your assault? We're at a party, bro. None of us are in on this.
Exactly.
Ain't no way you playing this unless you think that
Yeah.
this is what, you know?
Yeah.
Similar to, because the first time I ever saw a party where a woman was allowing herself to be openly like approached in a sexual way, my first mentality was like, only a consenting woman would be allowed to, like, she'd be screaming for, like, because only a consenting woman would let this happen.
100%.
Which I know is probably an ignorance that's not true, because that's not to say women have not been assaulted at parties, right?
Oh, that's a fact.
And then it's like, but then you're in the position of, you're kind of doing, how drunk is she? I mean, we're all drunk. It's a weird space, man.
It's a sticky situation.
It's just a sticky situation.
But I could believe, so yeah, I think the doc successfully. Now, I'm the type of person where I try and empathize with any subject that you probably do the same thing because you're an actor, right? Like I watch something, I try not to judge. I try to be like, hey, can I conceive of how this person ended up here? And you know, so with as much human empathy as I can have, they do a good job of explaining who Diddy's dad was, and you know, the exposures he might have had as a young kid, and the work his mom probably had to do to help him get to where he was at, and in fact, you know, with all the empathy I possibly can muster, I do understand how Diddy ends up becoming the man that I do think is guilty of a great many crimes, and it goes back to my original theory that I think there was a multitude of videos inside Diddy's house of a multitude of people.
Yeah.
And that this 50-month sentence is the deal.
Yeah. It's
But I don't in any sense believe that his lifestyle with Cassie or his lifestyle over that decade he was with Cassie was limited to a few dalliances with a single gigolo and home videos therein. I don't believe that.
Yeah. I agree. It's definitely, there's definitely more to it. It's about what you get caught. It's where you get caught, not necessarily all the things that you've done. The co-founder of Bad Boy said it's what you saw is a snapshot of what was going on prior, or what, you know. But you know, at the end of the day, everything is everybody's recollection of events and things like that. So I mean,
based on what you guys have watched,
yeah.
Do you see a world of, okay, with that information, with that video out?
Yeah.
Do you see a world of him in any form of redemption at all? If he does his time or gets out early, or, you know, keeps the peace and comes back out?
Yeah.
Is this show damaging enough that no one will even want to hear him? Or you think that if he does the right things and plays and stuff, and this won't be the thing that stopped everything?
Yeah, America is the land of second chances. There's a metric that says of all the people they canceled during the, you know, Me Too and Black Lives Matter movement, nobody stayed canceled except for the people who died.
Wait, what about that guy?
Tell me.
Roman Polanski.
The director.
Roman Polanski is fine.
No,
he makes movies and submissive. He's just
not him. That's his name. I'm talking about
Weinstein.
Yeah,
died in prison.
Oh, he died in prison,
isn't he?
I actually didn't even know
I didn't know he died.
Let me double check.
I thought he was. I thought he was actually alive.
You said it so quick. I believe you.
I thought he was alive actually.
Let's see.
But he
that's a quiet.
No, he's still there, but he's in jail.
Okay. Well then,
he's 73. They're not letting him out.
Yeah, he's not.
They're I don't think they'll let him out. I don't think.
But yeah, nobody. Sorry, in terms of the canceling, I mean, he had a trial. That was a different thing. I'm talking about the people that they socially canceled.
Yeah. Those
people they socially canceled did not say canceled, but for death or prison. Sorry, that's my apology.
Okay, got it. Yeah, all right, cool.
Everybody's back. The guy who called Obama a monkey, they brought that guy back. Matt Lauer's back. That was the guy who apparently had a button. A button for his office.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
The Good Morning America people, that black guy and that white girl who they fired, they're just getting married now. They're back. You know what I'm saying? Like, love one again.
Yeah, they legit.
Nobody said cancels. Nobody says cancel. I think Diddy will be the same. Plus, I go with my original theory. I think Diddy has video of a lot of people. He's gonna come back out. They're gonna give him a chance. You know, he's gonna come back out. They're gonna give him a chance. That's my opinion.
I agree. I think that's. What
do you guys think about Shadeur Sanders?
What do you mean? What do I think? What do I think of how he plays? What do I think about him as a person? What do I think about what they're doing to him? What do I think he's doing on the field? Like, what do you mean? What do I think?
So
just the concept.
I can't remember if we talked about it here.
We did.
When Shadeur went in the 5th round, I thought it was a crime.
It was.
Because I watched college football.
That's right. So you
and
I knew these other guys.
He was superior.
And I understood when people were like, oh, maybe he doesn't go number 1 or overall, because I understood that Shadeur had Travis Hunter, who did bolster his numbers, because Shadeur would be able to throw like a screen pass and then Travis is taking it for 10. So I understood that, like, you got to watch the tape, right?
Yeah.
I had a hard time with people thinking he was a 5th round pick. I've seen some 5th round picks in the NFL before.
Yeah.
I had a really hard time with Shadeur going in the 5th round.
Yeah, we all did.
I did not have a hard time with him sitting behind Dylan Gabriel, because if you drafted Dylan in the 3rd, you got to,
play him.
You got to play him, because if I'm the general manager and I drafted this guy in the 3rd round and I say that the guy we got in the 5th is way better than what have I done? What's my job? Security.
Yeah.
We're already not a good team as the Cleveland Browns. So I understand you got to play Dylan.
Okay.
That first game, when he comes in after Dylan got injured, I understand why he didn't do immediately well, because practice in the NFL is a huge thing. Offense is a timing thing, a cadence thing.
Very much.
They win that second game against the Raiders. I understood the Raiders were absolute doo-doo. I had a feeling they would have a rough out against the San Francisco 49ers. I always felt that the Tennessee Titans was the game. When Shadeur is down, sorry, I say Shadeur, it's the entire team. Cleveland Browns have had a good defense all year. When they're down 31-17 in the fourth quarter. And Shadeur hasn't necessarily played bad yet. I was thinking, man, they can use it's a 2-touchdown game to the Tennessee Titans.
That's it.
When I see Shadeur at a point in that fourth quarter, because remember they said Shadeur can't run. They said he's an athlete, but he's not like his father. He can't run. It's not like he can't run. He's just not Deion Sanders.
No,
Deion Sanders is one of the most generational athletes of all time.
People got to stop comparing these people to their dads. Their dads who are great.
Like Deion Sanders tells stories about running a 4.1 in football. Like the man is a ridiculous athlete. He's such a good athlete. He's losing his fingers and toes right now. Anyway,
That's right.
when I saw Shadeur break down in the pocket with the awareness, eyes downfield, come back, get into the end zone, and then roll up the sleeve to give it, I said, okay, you know what? If he don't do nothing else, it should be okay. Cleveland gets a stop, and he steps up in the pocket, brings the ball down, and throws a fade. I don't think people understand how hard this is. You don't play the sport.
This guy's incredible.
A fade ball. It was a corner route to the back corner of the end zone to his tight end. So this is a guy who's not necessarily going to out-athlete the person covering him. You got to put it where only he can get it. Now, again, tight end makes an incredible catch.
An unbelievable catch.
But now you've scored the touchdown. Now, people say, why did Cleveland go for 2 after the first rushing touchdown? I understand it, because if we have a rookie quarterback, we go for 2, and I want to win the game, I got to go for 2 before the score to go for 2, because I have to have the win in. So I go for 2, and if I get it, and then when he scores a touchdown again, now I'm kicking the field goal at the end of the game to win the game.
But
I understand that logic. He missed going for 2 the first time. When you miss going for 2 the first time, you're committed. You got to go for 2 the second time. You got to tie the game.
100%.
When you see Shadeur give you've seen him do this.
You saw it.
And you saw him hit the ball to the corner.
You seen that?
It's time to run a 2-point conversion.
And you don't.
And you take him out the game to run a reverse pass to an offensive lineman. The thing that will piss off the coach, whoever called it.
You know who called it. Don't do this.
It was there. The guy forgot to pitch the ball. Now, for him to forget to pitch the ball, it means they ran it probably one time.
Oh,
and in that moment,
it's a play they practice all the time.
In that moment, in that instance, I thought there's a conspiracy to keep this kid from being.
People have been saying there's a conspiracy before then, but
no, I know, but that was when I was like,
okay, well,
oh no, this is on purpose.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's not because you're not making the playoffs.
It's not. Yeah, it's disgusting. What harm? What harm could it have done?
We're down 2 touchdowns to start the quarter.
Yeah, what harm could it have done to let the nigga just fucking finish the game right there?
And the coach is gonna say, "Oh, he fumbled the snap on the first 2-point conversion," but it's like, yeah, okay.
but look
done really well.
What he did after, after that, you don't do that. You just don't do that in any sport. You don't do it. In no sport you do that. No sport would that happen. Last 2 minutes of any game, after I started doing a bunch of crazy shit, that you remember something I did in the first quarter, or the first half, or the first few innings, and say, actually, you know what?
So
no.
Interesting. I couldn't believe it. I'm excited to see him play this week. It's gonna be a tough out this week. He has the Chicago Bears.
It's gonna be tough.
This is gonna come out. So when he's playing Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
But they named him to start for the rest of the year. My best hope is that he puts good tape on for 4 straight weeks and somebody trades for him. Get him out of Cleveland, bro. Get him
out of Cleveland.
Get him out.
It's just because that's the only reason I watch y'all.
Get him out.
It's to see if you gotta play him.
Pittsburgh can go trade for him. I don't know if Pittsburgh's gonna fire Mike Tomlin or not. I hope they don't, but get him out of Cleveland, bro. Get him out.
Yeah, get him out.
Get him out.
So just anywhere.
A team that wants him, like a team, somebody.
Does anybody want him right now?
There's a lot of teams that could use a quarterback, a half decent quarterback. A lot of teams. You know,
just they'll see his resume, what he's doing, and then somebody call.
If he puts on, somebody will give him money.
100%.
No offense, that Oakland team's gonna need a quarterback. It's insane. That's my feelings on it. But
let's let the black quarterback shine, okay, guys? Enough. It's black quarterback time.
How do you feel? I mean, I'm at this point, I'm doing like a year in review thing because when this comes out, it's what is your biggest musical takeaway from 2020?
5.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest. Oh yeah, we would have one more, but sure.
I mean, you can do it. You can do it now.
I'm gonna be on Christmas break. Bro.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
All right. No, you know what? My bad. I mean, you know, you don't love it. But,
no, but I love it. I just want to point out. I want everyone to know the man is asking if we're gonna record on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, or Boxing Day. That's what you're asking me.
What's wrong with Boxing Day? Fucking nigga. You
Sales,
don't give a fuck
sales.
about Boxing Day.
Gotta get
And
to
if we did record it, it would
gotta
still
get to
come
the
out after
sales.
the New Year. I know what I'm saying, you know.
I mean,
gotta get to the
I know what I'm
sales.
saying, you know.
you know what I'm saying, you do. Wait, what's my? What you say? What's your biggest?
What's your biggest takeaway for 2025?
Yeah.
I think
Music.
Musically, I think with hip hop, you know, we were leading with a lot of doom and gloom, but there's a resurgence, just not in the way that hip hop has been known to be, which is chart dominating, stream sales. But I think there's a reset that has to happen for it to continue. I think like it needs to stop and kind of recalibrate the people who don't make the best stuff and have to, you know, eventually stop doing it, and then it has to stop and recenter and then get back. And I think that's happening. A lot of people have, you know, in the comments, I'll read the stuff on TikTok where they're like, you know, hip hop is still thriving. I understand you guys are saying Drake isn't doing, he's not releasing stuff right now, so it's like down, and you guys only care about Drake and stuff like that. And I understand that because Drake is a high streamer, high seller, but
The
Drake,
biggest artist of the past. People need to stop acting like we're not talking about the Michael Jackson of our time.
And this is why I keep telling y'all, the way they talk about Drake is the way they talk about LeBron. It's so it's so scary. It's just so because again, I'm in the chats of both, and I get confused when I'm figuring out who they're talking about because they give these guys so much disrespect every time they're not at their peak
Zenith level.
like of whatever. Like I don't know. Like I just don't. I honestly don't get it. Which is so weird why y'all are not friends like that. Because y'all have so much to talk about. They hate y'all.
It's all the
They hate
greats.
them.
It's all the greats in any field. They're doing the same thing to Lewis Hamilton in racing right now.
Oh, yeah.
He needs to retire. It's over for him. He doesn't have to touch it. He doesn't want to be a racing driver. They do it to all of them.
That's why when the people that y'all love that y'all keep saying is the greatest, when I don't see a lot of hate to them, I'm like, that can't be the greatest then. Because I need to see that. I need to see the hate. The hate gotta be as passionate too.
The joy to see.
Yeah,
them
I gotta
fall.
see them. Yeah, I gotta see that too. I don't see y'all say that. I don't see y'all say that.
Okay, so you think it's
I think there's
your takeaway
resets
is
happening.
hip hop's in a decent spot.
I think, no, it's
not.
not decent, but I just think there's resets happening across all genres, and I think 2026 will be the manifestation of that reset, because there's been a lot of, you know, and Drake hasn't dropped yet, you know, the best artist to ever do it, and he's coming. So I think that will be something that people will really appreciate more than ever. So he's put himself in a great position. He removed himself from the game. And have people wanting more of him. So whatever he does is going to be well received and hated, as every Drake thing since his inception and rise to fame. So, you know, it'll be very interesting to see.
What you got? Your music takeaway from 2025.
Oh, well, I think I brought it up before, but
Sure.
there's the new superstars that's over. Like global super duper star new artist that's gonna be a global superstar through the music, through the concerts, through the brands.
That's over.
I think it's over. And if it's not over, it's gonna be subdued for a while until, I don't know, maybe another reset of some sort later on in life where that's gonna happen. But I think, because think about now, we're still talking, when they talk about the greats or chart, they're still talking about Drake. They talk about Kendrick. They talk about Cole. They talk about these guys, but they talk about them the same way as 15 years ago, 10 years ago. That wasn't happening before. There was always new guys that were like killing shit. Now, again, I know there's new niggas that's killing shit in terms of, like we talked about, niche and becoming popular from that niche lens, you know, like, or that they're doing certain things that are big. For example, NBA YoungBoy, right?
He's crazy.
He's going crazy, but I'm the superstar I'm talking about. They go crazy
all over the
on
place.
all facets, and I'm not seeing the all facets person. I'm not seeing the My numbers is crazy. My album is crazy. My tour's crazy. My brands is crazy. I'm everywhere. Everyone loves me. I can be on late night show. I'm on the podcast. My merch is selling. I got a new brand with new this with this and that with that. But I still keep seeing Drake with OVO New and Marvel, OVO New Superhero, OVO MLB, OVO like. Those guys are still doing it. Beyonce with Levi. Like, I'm still seeing those people from then still dominating with the other stuff. I'm not seeing that new superstar that's like, oh, well, you gotta. You know what I mean? And I mean new, because there's still guys that are still killing it. You know what I mean? Or still rising even from where they are. Like, I could say Travis Scott is still rising in where he's in. I could say Tyler's still. I mean, he took another huge leap in where he is. Like, he's somebody that can enter that super duper. He, even though, like I said, he has this whatever, but another super duper. But I'm talking about that person that just came out of nowhere and now is everywhere. I think that day's over, because there's so many niche. Everybody could feed their own audience. There's people that we don't know that make $5-10 million a year because they have they're going around tours, they did this, that, and they're doing everything without being at the big label, at the big fucking those days are over. People understand more about business. People understand more about our artists want to know about. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna skip that city. I'm gonna go over here because there's more money for me over here. I'm gonna like there's all of that is happening more now than ever before. So it's like, I don't need to be a big superstar to be rich. That's not true anymore. Especially because back then, apparently there were artists that were super duper big in the game and weren't rich because they signed bad deals or they were in all those other things that was going on, but they were famous, right? Remember the super famous post award clip that went around when TLC they got all those Grammys and they said that they was broke, and people were they said, how is that possible? You're everywhere. You're in all movies. Your songs in all movies, commercials.
Where's the royalty? Who's getting paid?
Like, I don't understand that. But there's niggas we don't know them, and they're multi-millionaires from just doing this,
doing well. I'll circle back with another question. My big takeaway from this year was Big X the Plug in terms of the guy, to me.
Oh yeah, he's
loving music the way I love music. Big X the Plug, and his hip hop combined with country thing that he did this year,
and using his, because that's where he's from,
was
so it's
genius to me.
His culture,
and anybody who's listened to Big X, he's always taking a unique sound. Like he's a guy who he tries to do stuff. Like he does that album, the Take Care album. I can't remember what the subtext was, but like he does that.
Yeah, he does.
Right, but to me, the 2025 hip hop MVP for me.
Oh, now you're talking about something else.
Okay. So
no, my takeaway, I'm adding to it.
So Big
but
X
for me, my 2025 hip hop MVP is Big X the Plug. That's my takeaway.
Who would yours be?
It's between him and, for me, it's between him and the Clips.
Okay,
great choice.
Because the Clips, they showed.
I just felt like Big X had that crossover.
No, I know. That's why I'm saying
absolutely.
They serving two
different demos.
Two different demos, because I've never seen a group or rappers be gone for so long in terms of yes, we know they put up music, but in terms of the concept of who they are, which is the Clips, being away that long, coming back with not only a great album, but making an impact with their presence every and anywhere possible that would extend the fact that people know that they're back. They literally used all these different forms. Doesn't matter if it was the different presses, the podcast, the interviews, the magazines, from hip hop to luxury to and now the Grammys have now awarded them with all of these nominations and put their album in album of the year. Like, these are things that people will be like, if you asked 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 4 years ago, people are like, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. The only artist we put in album of the year is gonna be Drake or Kendrick or Will Tyler, because they did before with Tyler. It's gonna be those kind of guys. But you took those brothers and the things that they went through and with their family and blah blah blah, they got back together. They have God, but they keep the streets and they keep like all of that, and they don't even fuck with nobody anymore. They're like, we're just fucking with me, myself, my family, my this, the that, and they're against the world. And this is what they're doing, and it's actually good music too.
Yeah,
that means some of y'all don't love it. Because they love it. They love it.
MVP?
Yeah, my MVP.
Hip hop MVP.
Hip hop.
A lot of people do a lot of music. We're talking hip hop because I think that's a genre we all love. So
yeah,
I love other genres.
Yeah, I mean, but like some of the genres I love, you might not love. So
and there's some genres I love that you don't love.
Correct.
Right.
Who is your hip hop MVP?
My hip hop MVP is it's everything OShauN.
He doesn't shut up, nigga.
And the reason why I say that is because this year we released maybe 3 Afro House records, and largely.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, largely we've been missing from the hip hop scene. A lot of people have felt like, oh, where is OShauN? What is going on? But as the primary producer and the engineer, the recording engineer at least, I've seen what we have been creating, because a lot of people don't understand that you have to create months and sometimes years in advance for you to see things years later. Like, you have to be very deliberate and intentional prior to, because that's just the way that the industry works in terms of propping things up and trying to give it a good runway. So based on what I've seen, I'll be producing records, working on snares and melodies for hours on end, and mixes with Dan that aren't hitting the way that they should. If I think about things the way that they're supposed to be and the final product of a lot of the things, I would say that OShauN is going to have a great runway, especially when considering the fact that a lot of people are other people are abandoning the sound or not figuring out how they can marry their story with hip hop, because once again, Big It's a Plug even was like, oh, I don't consider myself a hip hop artist, which was very disheartening, because a lot of people like to use hip hop as a propping board and then to go on, and a lot of white artists do that as well. Post Malone, a bunch of a lot of white artists and things like that, and it's like hip hop is at the center of everything culturally. I mean, this podcast, you could argue all the music takes are stem from hip hop and then kind of migrate to other things. So with what OShauN is doing, what we're doing and putting together, I would say it's the seed that is planted that will turn into what will be seen. I think is quite important. There's a gap that has been left open from those who are the largest, the biggest of the largest, and those who are in the weeds, who don't have the talent, who don't have the wherewithal or the understanding of the industry. And we've been in industry at the sidelines for a while in terms of watching how things go. OShauN's had a song called Woj that was put into NCIS and synced a bunch of places where he's talking about knowing the game, and Mayor's Kingstown, which is your favorite show.
Oh my God.
And knowing and kind of studying the game and seeing how things actually work versus what the perception is, and applying those things into a meaningful way, I think can blossom for great things. So like hip hop on its own, when we talk about the large scale, at the beginning of the year with Kendrick doing the Super Bowl and Drake being like, okay, this is whatever. So it's had a time for everybody else to kind of do their thing. So when I think about my own perspective on where I am and what I've seen firsthand, yes, of course, Clips have done great things, but I think the seeds that OShauN has planted, I think, you can quote me on this when, you come back to this, when you look back at this podcast 12 months later, you'll be like, oh, okay, that's what you were talking about. So that's what I would say.
Wow.
At this point.
What was your favorite hip hop album this year?
Thanks for saying that, man.
Oh,
By the way.
See, and that's the thing.
I
deliberately, I'm not even gonna give that the extra, because we're just gonna now watch you deliver. That's all.
That's
now.
crazy.
I'm not gonna give it no. Oh wow, no. Now just deliver.
He surprised me.
It's delivery time.
The
Your favorite
best
hip hop album this year?
Best hip hop album this year.
Your favorite. I don't want to put pressure of you saying best. Maybe if you want to put it on it.
Yeah, I hate bests.
Your favorite hip hop album this year. If you need to think about it, I can go to you. I don't know if you have yours.
Well,
Or if you have honorable mentions.
Wale did great with Everything Is a Lot, but if
Wale did great.
If I really
He did great.
if I really want to say, I would say that no, I think the Life Is Beautiful, Larry June, 2 Chainz, Alchemist album was definitely one of them.
Okay.
There's another one that I'm. Oh, you didn't want me to say G Herbo? You said
you can. I wasn't. Where you're going with it? Though?
No, absolutely not. No, and not that it wasn't a great album, but
it might not have been your favorite. Do you have a favorite from this year that you could think of, or?
I mean, I can't just go with one favorite.
Sure, you can give more.
I don't give 100. I don't know.
Starline was good as well. Chance the Rapper, by the way.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was a good album. Yeah, I think that Chance was a good album.
Yep.
I really loved the Clips album.
Yep.
For sure.
I really loved Gunna's album too.
Yep.
It's a great album as well.
I loved.
Did you ever get on that Lucci album?
Yeah, I didn't listen to it as much as I need to.
Sure.
I did. For
what it is.
He's one of the top ones from Atlanta of this year for sure.
For what it is, it's like you have to want that.
It's Gunna and then Lucci for Atlanta for 1000%.
Yeah. I gotta get on that.
Okay. I'm surprised you guys haven't said. You guys are sharing a lot. There's 2 that I have on my list.
I got this guy named Tona. This guy Tona.
Yes.
Tona, yeah.
Tona. Yeah. His album HOTC 2 is a great album. He's a MVP out here too, to be honest. The other album, we said hip hop, right? So
hip hop.
Yeah, you have to keep it there. Yeah,
hip-hop.
Keep it. Yeah.
Who else?
If you have to think about it, it's not your favorite.
No, it is because I sometimes did they drop in 24 in 25.
Yes, it costs.
But Freddie's with Alfredo 2.
Okay.
That I really love that album.
Okay.
I really enjoyed the Tyler album. I did enjoy the Tyler album.
You ended up because
remember I think that's my Grammy pick.
We talked about this last time. Rap album of the year.
I think that was my rap album Grammy pick.
Okay.
I don't remember.
I really like that Tyler album.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite one of the year, but I
it's a good.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I really enjoyed that. I don't know if I enjoy it more than
Call Me If You Get Lost is one before that.
Yeah. Is it Call Me If You Get Lost? Is last one Cope?
Yeah, before Don't Tap the Glass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. That's where I don't know yet.
Okay.
But I still enjoyed it. So I even enjoyed I just listened recently West Side Guns.
West Side Gun.
That project. The Heels.
I will say
I really enjoy
you gotta want that type of rap though.
I know, and
you gotta want to be in the basement with the weed smoke in the air.
No. I listened to that. It's funny you say that, but I listened to it in the gym and it
gets you going.
It got me amped. Like I think songs that we get this mix because like it doesn't have to be like bam 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 to give me that energy in the gym, but there's something about that I was in the gym.
I think it's his voice.
I'm like
bravado.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, it's the way that he's attracting. Yeah.
I feel
like you can run through a brick wall.
Bust you niggas straight out the he's ill as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
I love that nigga, man. He's dope. Man.
What was the 2 that you were talking about that we didn't mention?
No, we did one. He said Tyler, which was one.
No, I don't think he was talking about that.
The 2 are Tyler. 2 is Dave, boy who plays the harp.
Oh, I didn't listen to that.
I didn't listen to all of it, but from what I heard, it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
Dave, boy who plays the harp, and then Tory Lanez, Peterson, yeah.
Oh, I didn't listen to that.
Was that 2025?
Yeah, bro.
That was the year. That was 25.
Peterson, baby.
Sure.
Started the man.
All right, I got it. Well,
I remember
started the year
when that came out.
Stuff at the start of the year.
I remember, and it has one of my favorite songs of the year, Nine Side.
Is that the one with? Oh no. Where's the song with him?
Where's the line where he says, "Sometimes I wish I talked to Izzy, but she blocked." Bro, he's spitting on Peterson. He's going crazy to me. And from the prison, we had a conversation here.
I didn't remember it was
the way
25.
they did it, the way it sounds, how good it was, the quality. For
yes,
me,
yes, because
he figured out how to do it the right way.
For me, that is my favorite and maybe most impressive project of 2020.
That's not a bad one.
That is very impressive to do.
That was the new
sonically.
That was the night. That was that. Sorry, that was the new Toronto 2. Is that what you're talking about? Or
No,
which one?
He said
No, it's called Peterson.
Oh, it's the Peterson one. Yeah, because he did drop.
Peterson.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Well, call me if you get lost.
And sorry, that song you were talking about was called
Nine
what?
Side, yo, play that.
Yeah.
So where's the song? Which song is the album where it's Ty Dolla $ign and him? Is that?
I don't think it came out.
That didn't come out yet, I don't think.
No, I mean maybe I don't know.
That is great.
Only thing that's chilling with me in the gym is sparking. Women in this money with me and start getting shocky. Bitch, some men, some fathers. Grab your daughters. Money talking, I don't argue or ignore it.
I just want to. They gotta record how he's recording.
Because from prison, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So hear this from prison?
Just him and vibes, yo.
You don't want a fucking problem. Bitch, when I get out, you know I'm stepping in the stardom. With your son Bruce Wayne stepping in the Gotham. I be fly to death like I was dressing in a coffin. It won't be no tickets left, I'm selling out the garden.
Let it do it.
You gon' hit the strip and get that money till
And then the drop to this?
Yeah, I want to hear the drop.
Talker. So we left him deader than the president is printed on $1. I be with some niggas and they trippin' when it's problems. Only one that's shooting with me in the gym is ballers. I don't fight for show, we get up in that stuff brawling. It be nice, I wanna talk to Iggy, but she blocked me.
Yeah, I mean,
I
look.
thought he was going crazy on this project, B.
If he blocked you, you can't.
I thought he was going crazy, and it's his prison project. Like he has record, like
I know all about that.
Yeah.
it's sad because he's still in jail, but he has one where he's speaking in tongues on here, like I'll be released in the name of Jesus. I was like, that his dad
got that
has
from his dad, yeah.
His dad has a sermon on this joint. Like
That's smart.
I love it.
That's
That is my favorite.
That's a good.
most
That's a good.
impressive
Yeah,
project
that's a good.
I feel you.
And considering that it dropped in March, that's
check
good.
that.
That's dope. That's yeah. I'm gonna take that in again actually because
What was your
it's
favorite-
because it's sometimes when it comes up early in the year you forget.
You forget about it.
Yeah.
What was your favorite TV show? 2025.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Pause.
I know.
Yo, bro, I have a list.
I know.
So
My
give your
list is
top 5.
Crazy. Wait, my top no.
Top 5 TV show. You can't do top 5?
No.
Okay,
10,
can I throw some
10,
out?
but I
Let's
can
see
do
if it's
quick.
on your list.
Exactly. Yeah.
How much?
10.
That's a lot. No, we gotta be hard.
No, 10. I could go quick too. But say which ones and I'll tell you yes. And then I'm just gonna bring one you won't bring up, but I'm telling you.
Sure.
It's on the list.
Paradise to me
For
is
me.
one of the top 10 shows. this year.
100%.
I agree.
100%. It's coming back February 20 something or something like that.
I agree.
Or February 16th, something like that.
It's not done yet. It's not done yet.
It's already on your
Pluribus
list.
is going to be one of the
Yeah,
top
it's
shows.
already-
It
already
is.
on the
Yes,
list.
it's
Yo,
so good.
It's
so
up there.
I agree with
it's
those
on my
two.
list. It's on my list.
I agree with those two.
Make sure we cut this. These are the shows y'all must watch that
Yeah.
we believe.
And we'll
Collectively.
hopefully we edit it to get so we'll try and be sequential.
Yeah.
Paradise.
100%.
Yeah,
Pluribus.
yeah.
Watch it.
I'm a season 3 of White Lotus guy.
I've never watched White Lotus yet.
Okay.
I gotta check that
I'm
out.
gonna check it out,
I've been
though.
hearing a lot about it.
I'm gonna check
Yeah,
it out.
gotta
I need
check
a
it
show
out.
to watch when, like, you know what I mean? I'm watching with others, and I'm like,
understand.
I need to
I
find.
know, I know where you are. I know
to
what you
I
need.
gotta find my own. But
Severance. I was a Severance guy.
Oh man,
Severance. Yes,
I'm a
Severance.
Severance
Yes, I'm a Severance guy.
A lot of things happened this year. I
I forgot Severance was this year because there's been so much great shows that I've watched in the last
forget,
few months
about
that I
the time.
forgot about.
I'm trying to be because I want to be direct. I'm trying to keep mine to 5.
Okay, go ahead. You go with your 5.
So I'm definitely
I'm
Paradise. I'm definitely a White Lotus season 3 guy.
Okay.
I'm
Pluribus.
definitely a Pluribus guy. I'm definitely a Severance guy.
Okay.
This 5th spot is hard. I have a lot of names hitting me in the head right now.
It's too difficult.
And it's 2025.
2025.
Man,
It's hard
yeah, it's hard.
because you're
Can I leave that open? I'll hear because maybe from hearing you go through your 10 and maybe I'll be like, yeah, that is my 5th one.
Landman,
Okay, I'm struggling with it.
Mayors of Kingstown.
Remember, you're catching up on those now. You got to keep in mind 2025
I know they got me. I'm in. I'm all.
because the
good.
season 1 of Landman that I love to me is a 2024 because that's last November.
No,
That's why I can't.
They're
count it.
going crazy.
This season.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a go crazy.
It's
season.
going crazy
Okay.
because I know where
You can tell where it's going.
I know it's gonna go crazy.
Okay.
I know it's gonna go crazy. I guess I can't.
I know
put,
my other one for.
I can't
2025.
put Yellowstone because it was before, right?
Before. Yeah, it's got to be
Even-
this year.
Right. I'm gonna. Well, those ones you already said that. is on
So
my
you're
list.
taking my 4,
I'm taking
except for White Lotus.
I'm not taking White Lotus because I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
But I have Mare and I have Mare and Lance.
You have Lioness anywhere in here?
Oh yeah. So I got it. Well, I said 10 originally.
Yeah,
so,
you did. Just so,
so Lioness is on.
Lioness is on it?
1,000%. Here's a sleeper for you guys. Don't watch it, but whoever you're with me if you've seen this show, I promise you.
Reasonable doubt.
Yeah,
Tyler Perry, the Black, all in. Is it
Black and Beauty?
Beauty and Black. Oh my God!
It's one of the best shows of 2025. Let's
100%.
Nah.
100%. 100%.
Oh my God! No.
Because you asked me,
We cannot
but
put
I
this in the same
enjoyed.
category.
I enjoyed the shit out of.
Let me not rob it. Sorry. This
I
your list.
enjoyed the shit out of that show.
This your list.
I enjoyed the shit.
It's your list?
Listen, this is about what did I enjoy this
It's
year?
your list.
I fucking enjoyed the shit out of that show.
It's
bro.
your list.
I'm telling you. There was a show that you were just mentioning before you jumped on my shit. Pause. What was it? No, I know. I said Lioness, but there was something else.
That wasn't Lioness?
I got one.
What's that?
I got one.
What was the 4 that you said? Because I have some of those.
The 4 that I have, and I'm getting quick.
Because I'm not going to put White Lotus, but
Okay, the 4 that I have are
Okay, I can't put that.
season 3 of White Lotus.
Okay.
I have Pluribus because I believe it's going to stick the landing.
I think so as well. Yeah.
I have Paradise as my clear number 1. Paradise to me was the best show I saw this year.
Yeah.
My goodness, and we agreed on it. How come I'm forgetting it now?
You're right.
Why am I forgetting it?
I have. Wait, where's?
Why am I forgetting it now? Oh my goodness.
Oh, I got mine. I got the one that I forgot.
Severance was my other one.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I
Severance
forgot to
season
put
2.
on my list, but I have 10. You have
Those are my
whatever.
four. Go ahead.
Silo. Woo!
Okay, my let me get my because mine is quick. So let me just go and then you'll talk. You can talk about that.
Like swimwear.
So mine is Pluribus, Paradise, Severance, From.
Oh, I never watched From.
It's from this year. It's from 2025.
I don't know. I don't feel like it is.
Maybe
but, hey.
it's not. But and Black Rabbit.
Black Rabbit was really good. Wow.
Black Rabbit. I might put Black Rabbit on there.
So let me see when Severance was. Sorry. Let me see when
Double check when From is.
When From is from.
I might.
Black Rabbit was really good.
I might.
Did you guys see Adolescence?
No,
well, I guess because
all in one take.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I put in. I have Foundation in mind. You guys never watched Foundation. I thoroughly enjoyed. That's on Apple. Anything on Apple, I'm down for. Pretty much.
Supercell is last year. That's 2024, right?
Yeah, that was 2024, and it's coming back. But apparently, one of the actors did some bad things.
Apparently, do you not know what happened to Getz?
No, I don't know what happened.
Apparently,
give me the run.
As a quick aside, Getz has a hit and run where they had him on camera.
Yes.
But why run?
Because they don't want to
get less trouble.
I know, but they
remember.
don't.
Anybody know that you get less trouble?
Beer, CCTV all over the place, bro. He hit the man. The man went in the sky. I think he's dead.
Yeah, maybe.
Yo,
maybe
it
that's
happens.
what it is.
Yeah, Getz messed up.
But you won't. You get less trouble.
But he's fine though because Getz was killed off at the end of last season. To be fair.
Oh,
so then why did people see? That's why I hate posts.
I'm pretty sure they killed him off at the end of last
Actually, I don't know. Now I don't know because
Right,
the way that they wrote
right.
it, they're like, oh my god, how are they gonna continue when he's not?
Man's like, unless it was somebody else got in trouble.
No, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's
what is your? You said your list is fast.
He said
I said yeah, but I had to see it from. I'm trying to see if
It's
the
from
from
2025.
From might have been 2020, might have been 2024, but
That's
the thing
what I'm
is,
thinking.
I saw it in 2020.
Yeah,
My number
that
one show is
doesn't-
definitely
that
Paradise.
doesn't count.
My number 2 show is definitely Severance. Most everything else is fighting to follow those two, but those are the two best human study character.
Yeah,
They did a lot
yeah,
for me. And then the filmmaking of Adolescence. Oh my goodness.
I've been hearing.
I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch it.
Have a word with yourself, brother.
Those 3 shows I haven't watched.
Adolescence. What's the other ones you never saw?
Paradise.
No, I haven't watched The Adolescence, White Lotus, and From.
And I love From, man. I mean,
I like court stuff. So like, I'll be honest. It's not in the same category, but I'm really enjoying All's Fair, which is the show that
Kim
Kardashian
is. It's fucking really good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really.
Oh, you never saw? I thought you would have checked
really,
it out.
No, I got it. Maybe I have to see.
It's really, really good.
If
you like
of her acting.
No, this is you're a director and actor and actor, so you understand this. She's not a bad actor.
It's what
That's
they
one.
gave her to do type thing.
but everybody around her is phenomenal. So her level.
She's having a hard time.
No, it gets picked up. It gets picked up. It doesn't. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's like I don't know how to tell someone, but it's like she's learning on. Like she's
Pulling from
rising
them as
to
she goes,
So like every
when
time
you're jousting with a good scene partner,
that's it.
and obviously over the course of the season, as she got more comfortable, she probably started to lean into it more.
1,000%.
Started to play the game a bit more.
I'm literally watching her get better in each episode, but everyone around her is phenomenal. So it's like it's hard to say it's not a good show. Everyone else is phenomenal. Like Glenn Close, all these guys are killing it. Like
honorable mention, there's a show called The Rehearsal.
I didn't watch it yet. I know I'm gonna. I have that on.
That
my
was
list.
doing some stuff where you're watching the show and you're like, what is happening?
Yeah. I'm gonna watch
that's
it.
a
I'm
really
gonna watch
good
that. Thank you.
Another honorable mention, just in terms of people like comedy. I like shows that are about
Nothing.
No, Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
Studio Seth.
Come on, and you seen that? Oh yeah, that's that. I would probably put that on the list.
I like that one a lot.
They cleaned up with their awards. Whenever
They have a lot of they got a lot of Golden Globe nominations. I believe that. I can believe that. Hollywood loves to talk about itself. So
well, hey, our guys got a lot of, but our guys got nominations.
Sinners, guys.
Yeah, all of them did. They got like
by the
6
time,
or 7.
By the time this comes out, a lot of this might have changed. What were your first thoughts when you heard about the Netflix Warner Brothers deal?
Oh yeah, we did talk about that. Remember, did we talk about that?
We didn't talk about it on the show because it happened. We were messaging.
What do I think? It's not final.
No, so the issue is Netflix.
There's still
the Netflix board made a deal to Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers accepted it,
but
now Paramount
it came
has
in
come out
high,
with an offer
$20
billion more,
Mm-hmm.
and made an offer to the shareholders. So they bypassed the board, trying to do a hostile takeover. It'll be very interesting to see what the antitrust lawyers say, what ends up happening, do the shareholders force. But just the concept that Warner Brothers is going to be either absorbed by Netflix or absorbed by Paramount. For those who are thinking, Warner Brothers makes up 20% of the global box office, as I understand it. So Warner Brothers properties, that's your, for example, Sinners. Sinners is a Warner Brothers movie.
Sinners is Warner Brothers.
Obviously, all your DC movies,
all your Batman, Supermans, all of that. Which they say, what happens if Netflix had them? They would still be in the theater, but it would
like
be
30 days,
a short run.
Probably for like 30 days.
I don't know if that's good.
But there are some. I had this conversation with a friend where I said Netflix does this. They eventually put everything behind their paywall and said, "Come subscribe." He says no, they wouldn't run away from the prestige of Oscar-ness and film. He thought that they wouldn't.
True.
He thought they wouldn't, but
okay.
So no.
All right.
But what were your thoughts?
I was scared at first. Because again, I was talking with you and my other brother the other day. Like I was just more concerned about what does that mean for theatrical runs and like what does that mean for like actors? Because I got to think about it from an actor's point of view. Like,
for sure.
Does that mean if the movie is not in a theater long as it used to be, even though they are coming out shorter than before, but does that mean that's going to affect the overall asking price for, or the rates of actors?
One reason I don't think so is Netflix doesn't hesitate to put together blockbuster-esque films.
Then there's
I mean?
that are Netflix films.
No, but that's what they're willing to pay for them. Like I don't think Netflix actors are underpaid.
No, I know.
They'll pay David Cornsweet enough to be Superman.
Right.
Now, what you might not see are like the legacy, like Will Smith making $75 million because he was allowed a piece of the box office for I Am Legend.
That's over.
Is I Am Legend 2 a Warner Brothers property? No, I Am Legend's.
I hope not.
Regardless, because I don't know, let's not go down that road.
But it's coming.
But you won't see that. You won't see Leonardo DiCaprio turning $100 million because he turned in some of his rate for the box office of Wolf of Wall Street. So you might not see those.
So no more back end deals.
Not like that, no.
Yeah, they don't need you guys.
That, no. Well, how do I back?
It's,
you won't see Robert Downey Jr.
It is
be
Warner
worth
Brother.
a couple $100 million now because to sign for Iron Man, he cut for a piece of the films. You won't see those deals.
Distribution is Warner Brothers and 20th Century Fox.
For I Am Legend?
Wow.
Michael B. Jordan, I think, is working on a Thomas Crown Affair remake. I think he's doing that for Warner Brothers. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
He's doing a lot.
Here's the thing. I have said a lot about Michael B. Jordan and his acting. If Thomas Crown Affair comes out in 2027, the last Thomas, the first time I saw Thomas Crown, it wasn't the original one. It was the one with Pierce Brosnan, the remake with Pierce Brosnan and Rene Russo. It's one of my favorite movies.
Oh, show me it.
Oh, of course.
I mean, remind me.
And obviously that was James Bond doing something else, right? He's an art dealer who's stealing for the fun of it. It's quick, it's fast, it's spicy, it's everything. If Michael B. Jordan mishandles the Thomas Crown affair.
Oh, you're talking about negative. So you're saying
I thought you were going to
say if he does it good.
I know.
You don't understand.
That's what he was about to say too.
No, because here's what I want to be clear about. The reason why I say mishandle, okay, you're right. Let me frame it differently.
Okay.
The Thomas Crown affair is tailor-made for Michael B. Jordan to hit that absolutely out of the park.
Okay.
And be a crossover global superstar. Okay. It is a property that the prior 2 times were run by 2 white Hollywood leading men. He will be race changing it, and if he hits it properly, and Michael B. Jordan, look, not for nothing, he's a very handsome man. He cuts a great figure. Thomas Crown wears great suits. He's an eccentric billionaire. The set pieces, and he's directing it because they liked what he did with Creed 3. That will be the moment I change my mind. That will be the moment I change my mind. Because for those who haven't seen it, Thomas Crown Affair is very good, fun summer blockbuster popcorn material.
Oh, okay. So I don't know the story of Thomas Crown, but I've heard a lot.
But we can admit, you're right. We can admit though, he is on the brink of like really out of here.
Sinners did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, like it changed a lot of people's perspective.
The more I'm sad with it, the more I'm like, I was being unfair to him. He did a great job there.
And again, I've watched that probably.
Are you watching more times?
Yeah, I watched it another time.
But he needs a performance like that. That's not in the horror genre.
I know. No,
he needs it in a prestige genre, and then he's gone.
That's why I'm saying he's right. It's here now.
For the taking.
Like the awards, the award season. Like it's all like for him now. He played 2 roles. Like it's now. It's they always say for actors, it's your selection of project is what can
separates
you. Know what I mean? And if you hit that, like you're saying, if he gets that out of part, there's rumors of other things that he could be doing.
I Am Legend 2 is supposed to drop in 2026, which is next year.
Yeah.
And Thomas Crown drops in 2027. He would have 2 back-to-back years with what should be the Will Smith-esque movies.
If he does that, then
the blockbuster movie where you're like, oh, he's acting. He's doing great.
If he does that and it does that, then
he's
guess
out
what?
of here. He's gone.
Then that whole, one of the Hollywood back to like the new guys that like actually become
and he'd be doing it close to his 40s. That's another thing too.
Yeah, he'll be killing. He'll be.
Well.
This is the prime. He's about to get into all that prime shit. That's gonna be that prime shit.
It's gonna be exciting. I feel bad for. I still feel bad for.
Come on, what are we doing?
Well, just because they haven't let him in yet, Jonathan Majors.
Well, we don't know what he's working on. He must be. He's
no nods for his performance in Magazine Dreams that did come out this year is a crime, bro. He killed that.
It got nominated. It got put in stuff, or
no, it didn't get nominated. I haven't seen a single nomination for Magazine Dreams.
Well, my boy got nominated.
Who that?
Dwayne. They're only taking one fighting. They're not going to take both. Wait, that's not fighting. I mean athlete.
No,
athlete.
One muscular man.
Muscular man.
Oh, okay.
And only like one, and we're going to take this black version over
because that's the type of movie the Golden Globes were what I was hoping for. Because the Golden Globes are the type where that's their outside the box choice. Just let him go in a suit and be on our TVs. That is part of the reclamation project, and they still wouldn't let him do it.
Yeah. So they did submit it, right? We're assuming this, right?
I think everything had to get submitted.
I don't know. I don't know the rules of these things.
I know it's we don't know,
but
it's hard to know what.
And then, so we talked about our favorite shows. Yeah. Movies I felt were weak this year.
100%.
I felt movies were weak this year. I think that's because of the writer strikes, and they're saving some of their stuff. But I say they're some of the stuff. But Superman came out this year.
Shows kill. Series are killing them. Man. I'm telling y'all, big. We talked about this a couple years ago.
All the big stars.
When the big stars are doing series, what do y'all want me to do? They get a longer run at developing the character, and they're A-list actors working.
Yeah,
it's not TV back in the day where it's like
TV character,
like how Entourage used to be like, he's a movie actor and his brother is the TV actor. Yeah. Those days is over. Yeah. You're seeing Julia Roberts and this person, that person, all the biggest guys. They're all doing these shows. I'm even seeing. There's even watch next year. 2026 going to be more big guys that are like doing short run series or whatever they're called. What are they called? Limited series.
4 episodes, 5 episodes.
I love limited series.
And just going hour each, 50 minutes. You'll see. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
It'll be interesting. Andor was a good season of television this year as well.
Oh yeah,
not
Andor.
On my list, but a very good season.
I thoroughly enjoyed Andor. I thoroughly enjoyed Andor. I saw a commercial. I didn't see it, but I saw a commercial being presented for Supergirl.
Trailer, I saw that trailer.
People said it was look good.
It looked good.
Did it look good, or I didn't see it yet. I'm gonna look at it. First, I thought it was a series, and then I was excited, and then it was a movie.
I can tell that Supergirl is gonna be the heart. There's a line in the film that encompasses it perfectly, and they say, "What's Superman like?" And she's like, he sees the good in everybody.
Not me.
She goes, I see the truth.
Ooh,
I like that.
that's a
So
good, that's a good
she's the
play.
edgy. She's what Superman. She's the Superman. All these powers, all this ability. But remember, her story is I saw my planet die, so I know what people are really like.
Yeah, I'm different. My
A character that
perspective is
complex,
different.
I think, would be very interesting if they handle it properly. She's young, 23, I think, is what they're trying to make her in the film. So that's also the angst age where you're, a lot of good threads there. I'm excited for what they do with it.
I don't know if you guys heard the rumor, but there is rumors bubbling about possible, continuation or another film or something to do with my Batman.
Ben not coming back. How old is he now?
Yo, there are comic books of old Batman. I don't know what we're gonna talk. I don't know.
I love Batman Beyond, but I don't want Ben. You want Ben behind the computer being like talking to the McGinnis boy.
Just old man Wolverine. He could do it, bro. I don't know. It's criminal. He didn't get that. They didn't do, even though apparently it was planned. For the
remember
single
his issue
Batman,
but it was his own issue. He couldn't write it. Do you remember that's what happened?
But I didn't know that.
Ben's job was to write and direct his own thing.
Oh, I didn't know.
And he couldn't find a way into it. When Matt Reeves came on, which is what Robert Pattinson ended up doing, Ben was still attached. When Matt Reeves told Ben, this is my take on the character, Ben respectfully said, okay, well then I have no part here because you want to do the guy who's 2 years into his career.
Yeah,
and I'm an older guy.
No, but that,
so we'll walk away.
That
It's
can
okay.
happen.
It can.
Well,
I don't think Ben.
I rewatched. I told you the other day. I rewatched the
bro.
thing.
And I rewatched it after you said what you said. He's amazing. But being a writer,
need to see this by itself.
Being a writer, being a director, which I am.
Facts.
And the actor with the power that Ben Affleck has, and how weak Warner Brothers was at the time.
Yeah,
I would argue Ben had the opportunity. If he wanted to force it, he could have forced it. But I appreciate him saying, "Look, I can't get into the material." There must have been something he couldn't unlock it, and he let it go. That's okay.
Right.
Zach just keeps posting more and more and more and more and more stuff every day about this stuff, and I'm just starting to think there's something. I just can't imagine this is just like I don't know. Y'all told me Wolverine was done, and years later he popped up in Deadpool. So I'm not gonna just say
that's the power of Ryan Reynolds, though.
That's
true.
I saw what's his name,
a Canadian Vancouver-based billionaire who turned his acting career around like 3 times. Like
I know
Ryan Reynolds is the most unique, one of the most unique Hollywood creations ever.
Some people don't like him, and he still shines. And I don't know why they don't like him either. There's a few people that like.
I think some people don't like Ryan Reynolds because
he's too cocky still.
Well, they haven't seen his whole career, so they don't. The thing with Ryan Reynolds can act. Ryan Reynolds was in Buried, where he plays a guy who's buried alive under a cop, and he's giving range.
I think I've seen that.
Ryan Reynolds can really act, but the thing that Ryan Reynolds realized one time, I think in like the 2010s, is if I'm just me, quirky, self-funny guy,
in any movie,
they will pay a lot of money.
Big money for me.
So I don't think he's not acting, but the problem people have with Ryan Reynolds is he's Ryan Reynolds. You cast Ryan Reynolds to be Ryan Reynolds, to give the quick dialogue, the quippiness, the $1 million smile.
Deadpool he's him.
And it's a brand for him at this point. He owns so many bits. It's such a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting thing will be Ryan Reynolds could probably do a turn one day, like Robin Williams did in his career. Be a villain. Like what's his name? Jason Bateman does it great.
Oh, he's great.
Go be an edgy character and make us say, what? Right?
Well, I'm very excited for the new Avengers next year. I'm very excited for it. They're saying
all of Hollywood will be writing on that, especially with this Warner Brothers thing.
Yeah, and that's what I want to know. And I want to know, bro. There's a lot riding on this
because Disney
there's a lot riding on this,
the
man.
Only native film producer that has the scale to fight the tech companies. That's why 20th Century Fox sold to them. When the sale happened and he went to, because remember, that was a right-wing guy who owned he said, you're the only person with scale, and I don't want to go to one of the tech guys.
Can't go.
And that's how the 20th Century Fox to Disney thing happened. Because it's like, brother, they're coming. Amazon, Jeff is coming. Netflix, he must have known they're coming.
Yeah.
They are coming. The tech guys are coming because they make so much money.
You got the brand.
That we can't compete. Look how many subscribers they have, and they're going after subscribing the world. And they want content over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. Please, Disney. Disney's the last film house that can fight.
It's the last film house.
Everything else is tech.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apple, tech.
Yeah, tech.
Amazon, tech. Netflix is essentially a tech company because they weren't a native film producer. That's why I call them tech.
Yes.
Netflix is First of all, if you're the guy at Blockbuster,
you're hanging
who said no to Netflix,
you're hanging yourself now.
How do you feel today?
You're a fucking dumbass.
Because they didn't come and say merge. They came and said buy us.
Buy us. Take it.
It wasn't a hostile take. Like,
oh my days.
like there's such an easy decision. Like,
well, now, but
I know,
to him,
but
he couldn't see a world
where
he
Blockbuster
couldn't see the
obsolete.
Amazonification of life where people will really just want stuff at home. Yeah. He believed in which was true of us as consumers.
It was.
I wanted to leave and go get my movie. He wasn't wrong, but he couldn't see that mailing it to me would
could somehow be, especially people in rural
they asked
areas.
The wrong people, because if someone asked me back then,
you would have known.
No, someone said, "Yo, do you want to stay home and watch your movie, or would you want to go?"
But remember, Netflix at the time when they make the pitch was DVD subscription, because Wi-Fi wasn't even strong enough for me to see a world where you would stream it.
In entirety.
There's so many things I had to see.
Preventative. You had to see where technology was going to know that there would be a bit rate and things like that, and compression algorithms that would allow for continuous streaming.
Insane.
It was at that time for every household. Because it's one thing for people that are rich and stuff like that, but for the average household, like the median household,
Final point before we close. I mean, this is it's become a bit more of a projection show.
Yeah, because we're talking about
AI
26.
I don't know if people are noticing, but around December of this year, a lot of your tech is AI-ing you.
Is AI?
Where they're asking you to opt in or opt out of things.
Yeah.
Your phone is going to say, "Hey, we want to help you more. Do you mind if we?" Now, again, the thing with AI, right, is they're going to say, "Hey, to help you more efficiently, can we see everything
you got going on?
Your messages, your emails, your pictures, so we can feed you what you like." So Windows 11 just tried to do it. People revolted on that because tech people are usually a bit more ahead. Meta's the scary one for me. Yeah, because Meta's Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp.
And we know.
I'm telling you this right now.
The WhatsApp.
If somebody got my Instagram, my Facebook, and my WhatsApp, they would be able to control me.
They have everything. Between those three.
That's the word.
That is you. That's your digital footprint.
I talk more on WhatsApp than I do on text.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely, my Instagram likes, they tell a story of what I like more than I tell to people I know. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have to talk to you to know what you like.
Yeah.
It's a scary thing.
I know.
But I don't know that we can stop it. What say you?
We can't stop it.
Because they're gonna make it like what Windows. Remember, Windows Office used to come with Windows, and then they said you got to subscribe if you want it. They made it so that I couldn't not.
Yeah,
let them have
to continue usage. Yeah.
What do you think?
That I think that's the. I mean, that's the part that's concerning. That's the part that I'll hate. I mean, if we can't operate without it, then we're gonna have to. But just know that if I do, it's because I don't want to. So,
exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm not excited about it. I'm not I feel like it should all be regulated. I think there's too much bullshit going on with the entire technology of AI, like all of it in terms of, like we've talked about it in previous episodes with not impersonating some. Well, actually, it being someone that's not a real person and a real person using a fake person to hide their real person. There's just so much going on. It's so messy. It's so even as much as there was a commercial the other day about the phone, and I think it was a Google phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was Google phone.
The vanilla one with the. Oh no, sorry.
No, I'm not. I don't remember the voice, which I pray to God as a voice actor. I hope it was a real voice actor and not a fucking AI. Fuck y'all who use AI voice actors for your commercials that pop up on YouTube.
Yeah,
but the guy said, since you already have this on you, and somebody messages you and says, "Hey, what's the address to your house?" For example, I think it was a house or something. The address to the address of Trivelle. Shouldn't the person that know that answer that for you be your phone? And then it just popped up the address because I don't have to. The AI. That's fucked up, bro. I'm like, wait, am I that lazy that I need you to say, "Yo, what's your address?" and my phone answers it for me? I don't have to answer it.
It's in here somewhere.
Because it's already there. Like that kind of. That's how they do the little open.
Coming, bro.
Yeah.
I know I'm probably a year away from getting the Meta glasses.
See, and I've been one. I've been one in the Meta glasses, really only to watch the basketball and
because the Meta glasses look like
the
Terminator. Like, I know. What's he wearing? What type of coat is that?
Like I can just do all. I can just do all that.
Without even disrupting.
See, to be fair,
Yeah.
as a kid,
Yeah.
I liked that technology in cartoons. So that's why that one is
Remember
not that
Dragon Ball Z
scary
kids
to
on
me.
the scouter?
Yeah.
I'm ready for a scouter.
Exactly.
You know, Iron Man that's able to do like that shit's not scary. That part we
That don't
like.
scare
We
you.
want to see that.
Yeah.
But when you start doing the other shit,
That's when you get scared?
Yeah, that's when I get scared,
The
man.
invasive stuff, yeah.
yeah, that's when I get scared, man. Come on, man.
So yeah, the AI-ness of it all, 2026 is gonna be, I think, wildly. Again, right now they're just
fun
using
and
it to make-
productive and progressive.
Well,
for
right now
us.
they're just using it to make money. I looked at it myself.
Yeah.
I used to be a guy. I was a guy who used to say I do not shop online until I looked at. So what happens is if I see something on Instagram that I think I like or want to buy, I send it to myself.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys do that.
I do that.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
my
of
inbox
course.
is
Yeah.
full
I
of
was
just-
scrolling through.
Yeah.
We're like 95% of my purchases made this year was Instagram,
Smart, yeah.
and I know it's because they know what I.
Because they know what you like.
I know it's because they know what I want.
I know what you like.
And so right now they're just using me for money, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what else could they use me?
yeah. influence,
Your vote.
influence here, but yeah, to dictate,
Your-
the law in the country, yeah.
Your contact list, your ideas. Yo, I just saw. It's true, I guess. I'm assuming so, but there was a girl that used to work at a black girl worked at Spotify
Yeah.
as an intern,
Mm-hmm.
and the black, I don't know her name. I look up the videos. Isaac Hayes, third.
The third, yeah.
She's the one that invented the Spotify wrapped up as a
The wrap-up?
project wrap up for Spotify, and they took it and let her go. Never hired her from her internship, and that's the biggest thing on Spotify, which translated to Apple.
Jewel Hem.
Yeah,
It literally
Spotify
keeps me on Spotify.
now. Apple has, YouTube has now. I don't know if you even noticed that YouTube has now.
Yeah, they all do.
wrapped up.
That's a tremendous idea, though.
She came
Yeah.
up with that,
Yeah.
and she don't get ideas. So now imagine
I will say
AI.
this, so that is internship.
No, I know, but you hear what I'm saying though.
I do.
It is internship,
That is
Yes,
that's
gen-
the
gen-
contract. I think even says,
but it's
anything
which
you come
is-
up with, we're keeping.
but
They should have hired her,
but that's the point. That's
Yeah,
what we're
yeah.
talking about. We're talking about you love the thing so much you didn't even give me a chance to be hired. You just took that idea. That's what the
Yeah.
that's the part. Like of
Sometimes
course,
the idea is bigger
like
than
it's
you,
like
right?
so it's like hey, that's gonna make people. I mean, at least I would think twice about having my brilliant idea with any of these tech app companies that you
Yeah.
end up interning with, unless you sign something and you get your own
Remember,
contract
that's
that
always
says
been true. Again, we're talking to Elon right now. I encourage people to look at this.
Yeah.
The original owner of Twitter is a guy named Jack Dorsey who stole
Dorsey.
it
Yeah, Dorsey.
from a tech incubator. Stole it. Because
Everything's
he was able to
stolen.
get it as part of his exit package because he knew what it was and they didn't.
well, that's
This
I
has
mean,
been true of tech
but
for
that's
years.
different.
Yeah.
I like that.
You like it being the original guys who put the money behind
No,
it?
no, no. I mean, I mean, if you, no. I mean, if you can get kicked out and you stole something because you knew it was good and they didn't, I them problem that. This girl's like,
I them problem.
yo, this girl's there. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna come up with something for you guys,
Fair.
man. I mean, yo, I need to come. If I come up with something amazing, they'll hire
You go
me.
keep me.
They'll keep me. This is gonna be crazy.
I mean, it ended up working out for her. So not as much, but I'm just saying it's
but
like
just that's all.
CEO of Bumble started at Tinder.
Tinder. Oh yeah.
Started
Wait,
and
there's a
and-
show about that. I'm gonna go watch
Movie.
it. Oh, it's a movie.
It's
It's,
a
on
movie.
Disney. I'm gonna watch it.
I think it's a movie. But yeah, started at
Yeah,
Tinder.
some
and
niggas will
walked
take
for
your-
free. But and then got the opportunity to start something else.
But the thing, what the point that we're saying is AI could just start taking. Maybe we sign something and they start taking our ideas that we put in our phone, our voice notes, our fucking. You send me an idea and then and it's like, oh, Sean likes Trivelle,
As a creative, that
Trivelle's-
becomes the issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. So I'm gonna talk about is it a bad man or bad man?
No, 1000%.
Well,
Well, we have 60 seconds, so do a pitch deck about your new song that you have
Sit
released.
down for this. Oh,
Do a pitch deck of the song that you have that just that's out
Hey,
right
man.
now. People say you don't talk a lot and you don't.
Hey,
you
man.
Don't, you don't let people know anything about yourself or anything that you do.
hey, Hi.
Say you're elusive and that you don't speak
hello guys.
at all.
My name is OShauN, aka Everything OShauN, aka OShauN, aka EO Season, and I got a song out. Song's called SGA. Shout out SGA. I just want to give how would you call it? I wanted to celebrate such a Canadian important figure.
Why did you make the song?
Oh, so why did I make the song? Because I think he's incredible, and I feel like I've always felt like Canadians have to be, I even feel like that for black people, but especially black Canadians, we got to be like super duper unfucking believable for like the others to like acknowledge them. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's just a Canadian guy. It's just like, we have to be Drake for them to be like, you know what I mean? Even though there's many talented people that rap, that make music, but you gotta be like a Drake level to be a. So SGA's been killing it in the league, unbelievable, smooth, but he wasn't getting his respect, and eventually he started to. And I remember that season where it was him and Jokic, and there was one MVP that he should have got over Jokic. Hey, that's what I feel like. Check the numbers, check the stats. And I felt like he had to take it to a whole nother level, and the boy did. And it's just about, you know, asking yourself, yo, what do I really want? And am I going to go get what I really want? And SGA went and got it. He got an MVP. He got the championship. He continues to elevate. He's one of the top 2, top 3, top 4 best players in the league. And it's just about believing in yourself and going to get the fuck what you want to get. So that's why I made SGA has that energy, has that vibe. You put that song on,
Yeah.
You go in the gym, you feel like you just want to, whatever you're trying to get in life, whether it's money, whether it's a bad bitch, whether it's a new bag, whatever the case may be, you just like, yo, I'm gonna get it. Give it to me. I fucking deserve this shit. You know what I mean? Because you're putting in hard work.
What do you think the significance is of the fact that you made the song before he got pretty much any of those things? Where I remember you were watching a game one day and you were telling me, yo, I don't care what kind of beats you're making and when you're making beat, but I have to make a song about this guy. And this was before he got any MVPs. This is before their playoff run was clear. What do you think the importance of calling things out before they happen is? Because a lot of people do things after the fact, and I understand that this song is out way after the fact, but when you actually created the song, it was just the energy of you feeling of calling things before, you know, like something that Trivelle mentioned in that EP, you know, calling your shot beforehand. How do you think that was important to do that? Like, what made you have that feeling before anything was solidified? Because I thought that was one of the most important parts about the story, was that it happened at a time before anything was solidified. Mm-hmm. So what made you say those words, MVP and him, and attributing that to him at that time?
He just watching him play and seeing his quiet leadership from the bench, and especially after games, like there's like this calmness. I don't want to call it arrogance, but this calmness, assurity that he had every time after the end of the game, and just the way he commanded like the team. Like, I don't know if you've seen, the team operates like a college team, even today. So I was watching him, you know, not press conference, but post game, he go to the mic, the rest of the team will come behind him. If they're talking, he'd be like, shh, they'd all be quiet. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, this guy got aura. This guy got over his own guys who are busting their ass going to war with this guy, but he's also going to war with them, no matter what. And he's not a tall guy. You know, he's not a short guy, but he's not a tall guy. He reminds me of a lot of different players. He has the heart of like an Iverson and this guy, this, that, and the third. But I think the way he looked, I just saw something in his eyes where it just looked like this guy's determined to take over and just be dominant from his position, no matter fucking how long it took or whatever was happening on the court. It could be, doesn't matter if it's KD, LeBron, this, that, or the third. He is Steph Curry. He's going to make his way. So I saw that, and I see myself like that. Like, I got to make my way no matter what. No matter what's going on, I got to make my way through. And I'm like, I kind of banked on what the energy looked like. I mean, I can't foresee the future. I couldn't know he will definitely get MVP or he definitely this. But do I definitely see that he didn't give a fuck and he was like about his work and about making it happen regardless in a small city? Yeah. So.
Definitely appreciate that. Hopefully people will check it out. And
SGA, like produced by XP.
And also, I appreciate that because I fucking hate having cameras in the studio. And that session where I was making that beat and you just put up the camera, I guess in hindsight, I appreciate that you did that because it wouldn't have captured that. Because I know a lot of people are always like, oh, you guys should record stuff. And I just hate the feeling of feeling like I'm being watched because I like to do things, away from cameras and stuff like that. So that was a good hindsight that you decided against my best wishes to do that, and I tried to ignore it. So hopefully, whatever comes of that, people see and they can feel. But anyway, that was episode 100. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and you sat down for this and you sit down for some more. Any closing remarks, anybody?
Core memories only.
Thank you for coming up with the show.
I mean, these things just happen. It's just
You think I want this? It just happened. When Will was a little boy, he was doing it. Shut up, quiet. Will.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. You might want to sit down for this. Hey guys, I do apologize if this is a little bit of what you consider a breaking of the fourth wall. First of all, if you've made it to this point in the episode and the recording, I do want to thank you, and not the way that I would say thank you at the end of these and jest or trying to be funny, but I actually really do thank you, because I don't take for granted the idea of sitting down for something, hence the title of the podcast, for an hour and 45 minutes, an hour and 50 minutes, and especially making it to this part of the episode after all the content and the jokes or the information or the entertainment or the seriousness, whatever it is, after all that's passed, and now it's just the ending part, which as soon as you hear see you next time, you would pretty much press stop. So the fact that you've even made it to this part, I sincerely and truly am humbled by your continued dedication to partake in something that started a while ago, and just as a continuation of me going to school for radio broadcasting at Seneca at York before dropping out when I had my daughter, and I couldn't conceive of finishing school when I had to start thinking about how to take care of her and stuff like that. It's been quite a journey. This thing kind of started in COVID. I think that was like the first episode. And I remember being at work. I used to work maintenance operations for a company called the Corporation of the City of Brampton. And I remember I would be arguing or having like heated conversations like in the break room. And I remember some people, some girls, some people that supported me back then would be like, yo, like, I swear this is like a podcast. Like, you guys are really going in. And because of my radio broadcast background, even though I dropped out, like, that's always been something that was in me and within me, And so I think the idea of that being something that people would listen to for an extended period of time also was very important and interesting to see. I remember one time I was on the phone with Trivelle, and I was with my dad, and he was like, something about the conversation he just liked. And I think he had actually joked and said that it sounded like a podcast, the way that we were going back and speaking in passion about, I don't remember what it was about. And that was another indication to try the podcasting thing. There's actually some episodes I have where it's literally me just by myself talking for like 40 minutes. I think I did 2 of them, and I sent them to like 2 or 3 people that I trusted at the time. And they said, no, it was good. They liked it. And even though today the iteration of the podcast is wildly different than what that was, I do appreciate the ability to be fluid, especially in something that you are unfamiliar with. And with every day that goes by, you get a little bit more familiar. Like was stated on the episode, if you listen, 100 of anything is no small feat. I don't know how long the podcast will go. on, because, you know, tomorrow is always full of surprises. But making it this far, when doing something that you care about, it's you know, it's something. It's quite something, you know. So I'm just thankful that you even care enough to even listen, and that you, especially those of you that have listened from like the beginning, when we weren't even filming the video and stuff like that, and just straight audio. So yeah, this is DJXP, really, Christopher. You know, thanks. That's all I can really say. Thanks. I don't know what it ends up being, but thank you. And you know, see you around, huh? All right.
This concludes our broadcast.
You might want to sit down for this.